Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of concept learning with MathBuddy. In this session, we are going to get introduced to algebra. What is algebra? Algebra is nothing but patterns, right? So let's get introduced to algebra using these algebra sticks, right? So algebra sticks has many sticks like this, right? And using this, we are going to create some patterns. Let's say I want to create some squares. Let me create a square using 4 of these sticks, right? So I have 4 sticks like this, which I can use to form a square, right? If I move it a little bit outside, it will look like a square, right? What if I want to create one more square? I'll need one more set of 4 sticks. Right? And if I want one more set of one more square, I'll need 4 more stick. And I can keep going on like this, right? I can keep forming more and more squares by joining 4 of these sticks together, right? To form one square, I needed 4 sticks. To form 2 squares, I needed 8 sticks. To form 3 squares, I needed 12 sticks. And to form 4 squares, I needed 16 sticks. So using this, can I tell how many sticks will I need to form 1000 squares? How do I do that, right? So let's write down. So for 1 square, I needed 4 sticks. For 2 squares, I needed 8 sticks. For 3 squares, I needed 12 sticks. For 4 squares, I needed 16 sticks. Do you see any pattern in this? If I want 1000 squares, how many sticks will I need? Just think about it for a second. How many sticks will you need? You will need 1000 times 4. For 1 square, you need 4 sticks, right? So for 1000 squares, you need 1000 times 4, right? Now, instead of 1000, I just want to write a general expression for any number that I want to put. How do I find the number of sticks that I need, right? So let's say that I want n squares. Then how many sticks will I need? I will need 4 times n, right? So algebra is all about creating expressions that will help us. These expressions will have some unknown quantities, some things which are dependent, something which are independent. You will learn a little bit more about these things as we move forward. But identifying patterns and creating expressions like this. Let's look at a slightly more complicated example. So this was very straightforward, right? Now I want to create something like this. So the same square, I want to join 4 of these sticks to form a square. Right? Now the next square I want it to be connected to this, right? Now for 1 square, let me write it here. So for 1 square, I needed 4 sticks, right? Now if I join one more square to this, okay, I'm just going to add 3 sticks to create a square which is joined to this, right? I had 4 sticks and I've added 3 more sticks. So to form 2 squares, I needed 7 sticks in this case. If I need one more square joined to this, how many sticks will I need? For 3 squares, I will need 10 sticks, right? 4 plus 3 plus 3. And then if I need one more, I will need another set of 3 sticks, right? So using this, can we find how many sticks will I need if I want n squares? So if I need 4, then it was 13. So if I needed n squares like this, what will be the general expression, right? So if you look at the pattern here, you can find a generalized expression as you are adding 3 here. Between these two, the difference is 3. Between these two, you're adding another 3. Between these two, you're adding another 3. And where are you adding it from? You're adding it from 4. The very basic 1 square, you needed 4, right? So you need to add 4 plus, for every time that you are adding, right, you need to add a 3. For every square that you are adding 3 sticks, right? So if I say 4 plus 3 times, and for second square I needed only one of the 3's, so I put n minus 1. Right? So for example, if I put n equal to 1, it becomes 1 minus 1, 0. So this whole term vanishes, I get 4. If I put n equal to 2, it becomes 2 minus 1, which is 1. I multiply that by 3, I get a 3. That I add to 4, and that's how I get 7. And then if I make it 3 terms, then it's 3 minus 1, which is 2. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 4 gives me 10. So for n term, n squares, I can write the expression like this, which will help me find out how many sticks will I need if I want n squares. So algebra is all about finding patterns like this and creating expressions that will help us find some unknown quantity. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed this activity. You can try out lot more patterns. There are a lot more patterns given in your workbook. You can also create some triangular patterns and see if you are able to create a generalized expression for finding the nth term, or if you want n of these shapes, how many sticks will you need, right? So go ahead and try it out, and if you have any questions, write to us at support@mathbuddyonline.com. Thank you.